putting out a lot of videos now, so there's a lot of comments rolling through. So, oh yeah, there's Joe, because I made a video of a ductwork install where I was putting flex on a boot, and I'm sure you guys know, but a boot's like the little metal thing that fits up into the floor, and then your flex duct you're all familiar with, I'm sure. And I was putting it on there, and Joe's like, "You don't use a band gun and never have? The little Panduit gun where you pull it and it tightens up that little duct strap?" I know I've had one before, but I've never used one except for maybe once or twice. I'm sure I used it a couple times, but I mean, I'm a big guy, so I used the guns, my actual guns, to do it. And I've broken a few of the Panduits just trying to pull them tight. So, I mean, it must be tight enough. I mean, they don't fall off. I just never did it. It's just one of the things, like, if you're familiar with installing these boots, like a plaster frame. You put plaster frames on boots and they go in the ceiling of a residence or a business. I'm trying to describe these things. If someone hasn't never seen one of them, it's kind of hard to describe. But it's just something you put up against plaster, sheetrock, and then you screw the grill through it, and you can screw it into the plaster frame. It sandwiches it onto the ceiling. It's typically how it's used. So I've never had the little tool that puts the divots into those plaster frames that locks it into a boot. I've never had one, and I've never got into it. I remember doing an install like a long time ago. Like, it was my first one I was really in charge of. It was for a friend of mine, and I sized the unit, and we were installing it with a few of my friends who were in the trade. And it was 2004, and I remember telling the guy, okay, here's how we're doing the plaster frames. I don't have a plaster frame tool, so what I do is I go to the little lip where the boot sticks into the plaster frame. I cut a slit with snips and bend it over and keep it in place that way. And that's how I've always done it, and I'll do it that way till the day I die, probably. Because I ain't buying no Malco tool or whatever that costs like $50 to do something I got snips for, and I can just bend it over. I mean, man, I'm not lazy. Because I'm used to this other way of doing stuff. That's why I'm saying that.